The harbor seal, also known as the common seal, or Phoca vitulina, is an aquatic mammal that lives along the shores of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans throughout the northern hemisphere. Harbor seals prefer to frequent safe and easily accessible resting sites. These seals may spend days at sea, traveling up to 50 kilometers in search of feeding grounds. They will also swim a fair distance upstream to reach the freshwater in large rivers. Resting sites can be anything from rugged rocky coasts to smooth sandy beaches. In the more urban areas that they inhabit, harbor seals typically gather in harbors and estuaries in pursuit of anchovies, sea bass, herring, mackerel, cod, and flatfish. Occasionally, harbor seals will prey on shrimp, crabs, mollusks, and squid as well. With the populations of the typical prey of the harbor seal in a very stable state, there is little intraspecific competition for prey. There can, however, be interspecific competition between harbor seals and their close family member, the ring seal, for various crustaceans. Seals also compete with walruses for fish like mackerel and cod. Harbor seals are considered gregarious, though they do not form groups as large as some other seals. They tend to be coastal, not venturing more than 20 kilometers offshore. The mating system of the harbor seal is polygamous, so seals will have multiple mates throughout their lifetime. Both courtship and mating occurs underwater, and females give birth once per year with a gestation period between 9 and 11 months. Females give birth to a single pup during the early summertime, the young are born with the short, stiff hair coat of an adult, having shed their long fetal hair in the uterus, which is expelled with the placenta. Once the mother-pup bond is established, female harbor seals become extremely protective. On calm days, they will take their young into shallow pools to swim. Here, young seals eat solid food for the first time, which is usually some form of small crustacean. If there is danger, the female will take the pup by the scruff of the neck and drag it into the sea. Here, she will shelter the pup from the oncoming waves by keeping it between her front flippers. On longer journeys, the mother will carry the young on her belly. Journeys of several kilometers can be made in this fashion. Females suckle their young for about 1 month, and during this time, the young will double their birth weight of 10 kilograms. Newborn pups have the ability to swim within only a few hours of birth, and by the end of the second day, they will regularly go into the sea. Males become sexually mature between 5 and 6 years of age, and will mate almost immediately. Due to the roughly constant population size and low amount of offspring produced per birth, the harbor seal is considered a K-selected species, just like humans. Natural predators of the harbor seal include killer whales, orcas, sharks, and polar bears. However, coyotes, eagles, stellar sea lions, and walruses can also kill unguarded pups, but will rarely attack a full-grown seal. To ward off predators, harbor seals will gather together in large packs. If the pack is large enough, this can typically deter the predator. When they are cornered, harbor seals can hiss, growl, and show their razor-sharp teeth to scare off any foe. Where harbor seals are located, they will usually be distributed evenly. This is typically along or between 20 kilometers of the shoreline. Seals are usually distributed such that there are 30 to 80 seals per 5 square kilometers. A prominent threat to the harbor seal species is the large amounts of air and water pollution currently being produced. The pollution either precipitates into the water or is dumped there directly. This puts harmful chemicals and toxins into the seal habitats, which in turn breed disease and death. Different kinds of parasites can infect the harbor seal, some of which being Pseudoterra nova decipiens or Contracacum osculatum, parasites that infect anywhere from the respiratory tract to the heart to the stomach, burdening the abilities of these areas and causing infection. Although there is no specific minimum viable population size for the harbor seal, colonies of about 30, even though smaller than normal, can still be considered successful. This is typically the smallest size of colony that can be found in the wild, because due to the low fecundity of the harbor seal,
maintaining a small population can be very difficult.